Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 57 of the Brent Pella Show. Thank you so much for cruising through, to kick it, to vibe. Glad you're here. Happy you're here. Very fun guest today, everybody. My good friend Leah Lamarr, the queen of Clubhouse. If you guys haven't tried the new app, Clubhouse, social media app, it's awesome. I love it. I have a great time on there. There are a lot of funny stigmas about Clubhouse and some of the people that are on it. But I love it. I made a video about it you might have seen called the Clubhouse Influencer, and that is Leah Lamarr. She blew up on Clubhouse, and I'm so happy for her because she's awesome. She's a super funny person. Highly recommend you check out all of her stuff. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Blue Blocks, the homies. You already know what it is, okay? You're staring at a screen late at night, your eyes start to hurt, you can't sleep. What do? You get some Blue Blocks. All right? Scientifically proven to block the artificial blue light that comes from digital devices, which a lot of studies have shown has a negative effect on your body's natural melatonin production, which helps you ease into sleep and get better rest. I wear Blue Blocks every night when I'm up editing late or watching a movie, and I highly recommend it. Get 15% off at blueblocks.com/Brent. That's BLUBLOX.com/Brent. Also, Magnesium Breakthrough from the other homies, Bioptimizers, my favorite supplement company. I take magnesium every day. A lot of people are magnesium deficient, which can lead to things like irregular sleep patterns and your muscles not being able to recover properly from a workout. But with the right type of nutritional support and diet, including magnesium supplement such as Magnesium Breakthrough, you can take care of all that and start feeling better. So optimize your health. Get 10% off Magnesium Breakthrough at magnesiumbreakthrough.com/Brent Pella. They'll also send you a free book called The Biological Optimization Blueprint, which has a bunch of fun facts and information to be a better, healthier you. And lastly, my good friends are making a party game. It's called Spillin' Beans. They just launched their Kickstarter. They're almost at their goal, which is awesome. You can look it up. Go to kickstarter.com/ just kickstarter.com, and then type in Spillin' Beans. The creators are Haley and Pierre. Awesome people. It's a fun party game. It's a card-based game that you can play with a group of people before you go out for a night. Because the pandy seems to be ending. So we're going to have a lot more reasons to be going out and hanging. But today, you will listen to me hang with my good friend Leah Lamarr, because she's great. And we talk about comedy, Clubhouse, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So please enjoy episode 57 with my friend Leah Lamarr.
That's when guys got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think you can tell when a guy has Botox? Like, can you tell that their face just isn't moving the way a face should be moving?
You can tell when anyone has Botox.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I don't actually have anything against plastic surgery. I hope very soon to be able to get my whole face done.
Really?
Oh, of course. I'm just sad
What are you gonna
do
get
it
done?
a year ago when the pandemic started, so I could have been healed by now.
Let me take this little bit of fluff off here. There you go. Come on. All right. That's good. Wait, what are you going to get done?
Whatever.
Because you're perfect the way you are.
Okay, go on. You have nice teeth.
Thank you so much. My dentist said that to me the other day, too.
Are we going to fuck?
My teeth are very nice. Thank you so much. I'm doing this whitening thing. Is that funny? It's funny, right? We just don't address it and just leave everyone wondering.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, did we start? Good.
I mean, we can start now.
Good.
Do you want to start right now? This can be the end.
No, it's fine. I think the people deserve to know what's happening here.
Okay. I'm on this tooth whitening thing now. I'm whitening my teeth. Is this funny? It's funny, right?
No, I'm still stuck on are we gonna fuck?
Are they gonna fuck?
Mm-hmm. Well, they won't they?
I mean, the Vegas
Find out in 9 months
Vegas
from now.
odds are even, right?
Uh-oh.
Exactly.
Two unvaccinated humans
creating an unvaxxed child.
The only
this
one
week.
in existence. All right, I should stop eating these on air, but I really can't.
Oh, sure.
Well, don't take
They're
them away.
delicious, right? No, do you want to chew them really loudly into the mic?
This is an ASMR podcast, right?
You could probably do really good ASMR. You should do an ASMR
Brent?
Clubhouse.
They've done it. Everyone's
Have
done
they really?
everything. Oh yeah.
Dude, Clubhouse is so crazy. Are you ever just in a room on Clubhouse and you start laughing at how absurd and like cliche it is?
Yesterday, every day,
Any
right?
day, every day,
every room,
during
every
the
chance.
during the 10-minute compliments.
When I'm not on Clubhouse,
Yeah.
someone was.
When are you not on Clubhouse?
Well, now.
Right.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, and I really do appreciate your point of view. However, I do need to piggyback off of what some. I'm so sorry. I'm getting a call.
Piggyback.
I'll come back when I'm ready.
Sure.
I don't like to say piggyback. I like to say camel toe off of.
That's fun. Mm-hmm. That's a fun thing.
Yeah, not everyone eats pork. I do because I'm a naughty Jew. But, you know, I want to be inclusive. Mm-hmm. And everyone has a camel toe.
Sure. Mine is just as good as my teeth.
So anyway, wait, we were talking about, where were we? Clubhouse, absurdity. Oh, someone was like sucking my dick today on stage.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm good. Like,
yeah.
thank you.
They were doing one of those 10-minute compliment things, like she runs the best rooms, da 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 da.
Well, after a certain point, I'm like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
If Paul was in the audience, maybe.
Dude, that guy, yo.
I love him. So you should do impressions of Paul.
I would love. You're talking about Paolo, right?
No, Paul
who are you
Davison,
talking
the founder of the app.
Oh, I haven't heard him talk. I thought you were talking about the guy
What?
Paolo.
Paul is probably one of my favorite people of all time.
Uh-huh.
He's one of the co-founders of the app, and Paul is unbelievably adorable as a human being.
Cool.
He has a joy that is unbeatable. And that period, end of sentence.
That's great.
He's such a genuine, cool person. Yesterday, he brought me up in a welcome room and was like, Leah runs comedy on Clubhouse. And then there was a girl who was new on the app who was a stand-up comedian. I was like, hi, I'm Leah. Come do my show.
That's
Ah!
amazing.
It was really cool.
That's so cool.
But he's just the best.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I'll have to tap into the next room that he's in.
You're welcome for your $1 million idea, to be honest.
Thank you so much. Yeah. What does he sound like? Is he somebody that could be impressioned?
Well, it's going to be hard for you because he's just a happy person. It's going to be a real reach.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a real reach.
But why is he happy, though? That's the real question.
He's got a wife, kids.
What's he trying to make up for? That's the real question. What's
Success,
the void?
I don't know.
What's the void in his life that he's trying to fill with all this happiness?
Man, he just seems like a happy person. It's like you can really tell when someone didn't grow up Jewish, and it shows.
Happy Passover.
Oh, Chag Sameach. Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome.
Bless you.
Bless you. Yeah, I did. I went to one Passover
You don't need
dinner.
you don't need to do this.
Come on, everybody does it, right? Everybody has to talk to you about
Everyone's
their
like,
experience.
So I have that one friend, Moshe.
I have that one friend. Yeah,
He doesn't shower. Yeah, go on.
This girl I dated maybe like 10 years ago, and she was Jewish, still is for all intents and purposes, and it was
She
a
might
wild
be
time.
dead now, but we're not sure.
She could be. It was a wild time. Learned a lot.
What do you learn?
I learned that there are a lot of ways to make a dinner sad. That's what I learned. There are a lot of ways.
And I could teach you some more.
No, it was fun. It was cool. It was a good time, you know? It was a fun, happy holiday that I never got to experience before. So
Did
now
you have an
I'm
agenda for
initiated.
today and I just ruined it
Nope.
by being me?
Not at all.
Thank God.
I just want to know how you feel about Clubhouse.
Well, obviously,
Because this is the first time we've talked in person in years, quite literally.
Quite literally.
At least 2 years, I would say.
Let's say a year and a half.
Say a year and a half.
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say 2 years.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like it was my idea.
Could be.
Yeah, it's wild because I was camel toeing out of a breakup.
Sure.
And so then I became codependent with Clubhouse.
When was this? When did you first get on the app?
So officially it says December 3rd,
Mm-hmm.
but I was never properly onboarded. So I didn't use it for 2 weeks, which I regret because, you know, those early days, I think, were when people were getting followers left and right and building audiences super
But you still
quickly.
did really quick.
Yeah,
You got to
I mean,
100K in like a month, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Muffin.
Hey.
Someone pays attention.
Come on.
That's the spirit of someone trying to have sex with me. Okay, so yeah, so it took 2 weeks, and then my friend Nicole was like, you got to get on here. I think there's something going on that we should be a part of. And I was like, oh, but I'm so sad.
Yeah.
And then the first night we were on there, 2 clinical psychologists broke down for me why this person would never be a good partner and why I should let it go.
Really?
And they spent hours talking about it.
Wow.
And I mean, I was just, airing out my dirty laundry in front of anyone who would listen.
Yeah.
And then I just pivoted really hard, our favorite word, took a 180, and I was refreshed. And then I was like, I love Clubhouse. And then I just became super codependent. And it just so happened on the app, with the app, with my phone.
Yeah.
And Clubhouse.
Yeah.
And it just so happens it is also something that's good for my career. So I was lucky to get addicted to something that was working
It's beneficial,
for me. Yeah.
right? Instead of like tearing you down piece by piece.
Yeah. And if you think that I haven't gotten emails from my roommates in the middle of the night, that's like, it literally, the subject says help.
Yeah.
And then it says, the big introductions, all the laughter and the reggae horns are really causing me harm.
Because they hear it happening when you're on it.
Yeah, they're like, is there a
That's
way we
so
can
funny.
soundproof your room?
Oh my God. That's so funny. So you don't wear headphones when you're on it? You just have it blasting?
Blasting.
Like a psycho?
It's like psychopath.
Cool.
Well, I also need to do sound effects. You know, I produce the show.
Sure, that's right. You do sound effects and
Yeah,
shit.
I do.
That's really cool. You know, Clubhouse, as with most things, social media, as soon as a new one gets started, I automatically hate it. Just absolutely despise it because I hate all other social media. But like within the first like day I was doing it, I kind of like fell in love with it. It was like really cool just to be like talking to me. It felt like a walkie-talkie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry. I'm thinking about something totally different.
What do you think about?
So I feel like I'm a guy. Every 7 seconds I'm thinking about sex. But really what happened was I can't wait for you to rewatch the footage. And there was a moment where I just accidentally checked you out. And I licked my lips.
Oh, cool.
At the same time.
Nice.
So you can just replay that.
We'll make that into a boomerang and we'll mint it as an NFT.
Thank you. I'm very uncomfortable, but I'm glad that we can make money off of it together.
We can make money off of the sexual tension in the room right now.
I also... Let's make a big clout for it. Leah and Brent's sexual tension.
Did you make your...
That's
big
actually
clout?
why I texted you last night, because I was... because I made a big clout and I was like, what is this? I don't understand. Very confused.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy.
So...
And a bunch of people bought my big clout.
Yeah. What's it at right now?
Did
it spike up?
Yeah. It's almost at 1,000.
So did you buy any of your own BitClout when you first started?
Good. Amanda Johnstone accidentally bought mine before me because she thought she was helping. And then we were like, oops, yikes. But we're friends and it's all good. And she called me at midnight, was like, well, you have to get on right now. And I was like,
Yeah.
And then we made a room in Talk Nerdy to Me, her club, being like, we just joined BitClout. What did we do? And then someone was like, well, actually, there's no way to get money off of BitClout. So they're just stealing your Bitcoin and it's actually a scam. And then someone else was like, I'm the founder of BitClout, but I'm not going to prove it. And we were like, whoa,
get the fuck out of here.
But he's not actually the founder.
Of course not. There's a guy like that in every Clubhouse room. Like, actually, I'm the founder of Oracle. I heard somebody the other day like, yeah, actually, I work hand in hand with Julian Assange. He's actually like my right-hand man. And
hey, I'm actually...
I can't tell you anything about it.
The founder of your mom. You're my grandma?
Exactly. I founded your dick.
Yeah.
So, I think it's really crazy how like some people put up 20 grand when it first started. Like people like Ashton Kutcher and a couple other celebrities that bought in like really with what for them is a little bit of money, like a low amount of money. And now that's turned into like millions of dollars that's just sitting there. It's like you can just invent money now, which is crazy.
But I think the thing that's wild, what's weird is now we're getting into crypto.
Yeah.
And I think all of our friends are going to be like, you went crazy during the pandemic.
Uh-huh.
When I try to talk to my friends about NFTs and Bitcoin and BitClout, they're like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
You've changed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm making money on the blockchain. They're like, oh
God.
my God. And the NFTs, and I'm minting my coins. And they're like, what? Okay.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they hate it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sorry.
Same. Yeah. My mom hit me up the other day. She was like, are you being careful? Like, are you okay?
Are you using a financial condom?
Because I can't help you out anymore. I just can't.
You were getting help from your mom?
Oh, yeah.
Cute. What's it like to have financial support from your parents?
It's depressing as fuck.
Oh, I'm so sad for you, a straight white man getting money from your family.
Thank you so much. It wasn't like money. It was like gas money when a check was late when I was like 26, 27. You know what I mean? And 28.
Yeah, you can't back down now.
You know? But now I'm all right. Now, we got gummy bears and kombucha.
Yeah, now we're in a 2-bedroom apartment all for yourself with a standing desk.
I do have a standing desk over here.
You also haven't offered to cook for me yet?
Well, I would have cooked for you today, but somebody was a little bit late from their other voiceover
It
session.
just seems interesting because you could have just like had the food ready when I got.
Oh,
it's like, you know,
interesting. Yeah, I could have done cooking the whole first half of
Yeah.
the day instead of my work. You're right. I could have done that.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have done that
I
instead of
know.
focus on my career and my bit clout. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
God, it's the women just really want to get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, I'll,
Okay.
I'll cook for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so back to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit clout. Did you make an NFT?
I'm working on it.
You're working on one right now?
I think I'm
specifically?
watching other people's pitfalls.
Good. Did you see mine?
Your pitfall?
Yeah. I had a pitfall, baby.
I know. It's okay, baby.
Your boy fell down a pit.
Oh no, and he fell so
Yeah,
hard.
I fell really hard down a pit.
How are the bruises healing?
Not good.
Are you gonna make another, or you're kind of over it?
I'm gonna make another one. I am very much over it though.
I think that there was a small window.
Yeah.
And I think the
now
window's
it's
over.
now it's like everybody huge is coming in, and those
I
are the
got
only people getting attention.
Cornered at a party.
Mm-hmm.
At a party. 6 people around me backed me against a wall, and they're like, "Explain NFTs to us and how we can make money." And I was
Jesus.
like, "Whoa!
Holy shit!
Why am I the person?" And they're like, "Because we know you're on Clubhouse, and we know you understand." And I was like, "This is insane."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm making one.
And I was
more.
like, "Well, a non-fungible token." Yeah.
Oh boy. The first one I made was just like the Spirit Airlines cartoon that I put out years ago. So I just minted that. It was an animated cartoon in sync with a joke that I told on stage.
And how'd that do, Brent?
I spent $200 in the minting process with all the gas fees and bullshit, and then it made $350. But in order to get that $350, I had to pay $50 in more gas fees. So I ended up paying like $250 total to make $300. But I donated all of it to a nonprofit in LA that's working to
So
end
you donated
homelessness.
$50.
I donated $300. So it was $300. It's not as much as I would have liked. I wanted to just donate 50% of whatever it made because I thought it was going to make like 1,000 or more. But since it only made $300, I just gave that all to Shelter Partnership. And so for the next one, so that was like, I consider that a learning experience because I was just going through it like blindly with all the fucking requirements and the converting files and shit like that. So for the next one, I'm taking the Clubhouse video that I did, the influencer video, and I'm going to chop it up. My buddy's remixing the dialogue from the video into a dubstep beat. And then I'm going to re-edit the video in sync with the chopped up dubstep beat. So it'll be like reset the room, wah, wah, and then it drops and all that shit. And so then I'll put that like in space and it'll be like a Clubhouse NFT. And I'll see how that does because maybe some Clubhouse people will like it.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you so much. Do you think that's a good idea?
I think it's adorable.
I think people will like it, hopefully, maybe.
I think that someone will purchase it.
Yeah, because it's so Clubhouse specific.
How many Ethereum is it going for?
Dude, don't say Ethereum like that ever again.
What kind of wallet do you have?
Are you MetaMask?
Are you MetaMask?
Are you Fortmatic? Are you on Fortmatic?
Oh my God. Everyone hates us. But yeah. I transferred all of my Bitcoin over to my BitClout yesterday.
Did you, all of it?
I made some mistakes.
All of it?
Don't do that. Please, 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 please.
You
please,
didn't
please,
do
please.
all of it, though. You did all of it.
All of it.
What you just said is true. You did all of it.
What I just said is true. I did all of it.
Where was it before? Coinbase?
Cash App.
You had Bitcoin and Cash App, and you sent all of it to BitClout.
We lost your whole listener
boy.
fan base. Just
Yeah.
now.
Okay. And now you can't take it out of BitClout.
Correct.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, really,
Uh-huh.
really dumb.
Sure.
Like of all the bad things that happened during the pandemic, this one's the worst.
Could be. Could be. I tried to cash out a bunch of money yesterday from Bitcoin because I'm going on a trip this weekend. But instead of pressing send, I accidentally pressed buy. So the money I was trying to take out, which was like a decent amount of money, I ended up buying more.
But
So
you actually lost money on it
I'd lost
because the
$25
Yeah.
as the fee for the website. And so far I've lost another $15 just in the price dip that it's gone down in the past 24 hours. So in total, instead of receiving over $1,000 to my bank account, I have now lost upwards of $1,500. So it's about a $3,500 point swing there. So we're doing okay.
Where are you going this weekend?
I'm going to Arizona.
To do shows.
No, just to party. Specifically to party. It was my birthday last weekend. It's my buddy's birthday this weekend. I haven't celebrated a birthday in 2 years with friends. So we're going to Arizona and we're going to go to some bars.
Oh, you're not joking?
No, I'm not joking. No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, don't call me when you get home.
No, I'll give it 2 weeks.
From COVID.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so I'll meet you at the hospital. I'll just pick you right up in 14 days when you get home.
Yeah, please. Thank
Great.
you. You can come visit me while I'm on the tubes.
Wait.
Yikes, a dark joke. Yeah, it's I'm excited. I don't have any hesitations.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Sorry I missed your birthday.
It's all right. Forgive you, I guess.
I didn't care that much, if I'm honest.
Don't think you did.
I think it showed.
I think I kind of just think you don't like me. No, I'm just kidding. How do you know Nicole?
Whoa, what a transition.
Because I was going to ask her to come be on this today with you, but I thought maybe, a three-way it's not the right time.
Oh, you didn't think so?
Yeah.
The story of how we met is very funny.
That's why I asked.
So Nicole found me on the internet. And
prior to Clubhouse?
Yeah. She saw get this, music video that I was in the Late Late Show with James Corden.
Fun. I think I saw that.
A Week and a Day.
Yeah.
Which was the Hanukkah music video.
Yeah,
with James Corden and Charlie Puth, Zach Braff.
Super funny.
McLovin.
Yep.
Hilarious.
Fogel.
It was very funny.
Sure.
Yeah. And she works at the Jewish Journal. Mm-hmm. And so I think they reposted it. And she was like, who's this girl? I'm the only girl. And I'm the only other person in the video. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, I like that girl. She's really talented. And then she started following me. Or so she says. Mm-hmm. And then we didn't meet. We didn't meet until. So then pandemic. And Elon Gold, another Jewish comedian. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is like Jewish geography, basically. Yeah. He had a dating show on Instagram Live that was called The Bechor, which was the Bachelor, but for Jews.
Oh, fun. Okay, I get it.
And so I came on, I met Elon, but she told him about me, and that's how I started doing that Instagram Live with them. Mm-hmm. And then Elon was having a 50th birthday roast, and it was like Russell Peters, which is where I met Russell, and Jeff Ross and Tiffany Haddish, Nikki Glazer, usual cast of characters at a roast. They were doing his birthday roast, and that's when I finally met Nicole. Was at the birthday roast. And then I was like, oh, we're going to be friends.
Yeah, because you guys are such a cool tag team on Clubhouse. Every room is really high energy and fun with you guys.
Thank you.
It's a good time.
Yeah, we came up together on the app. She nominated me. She's the one who was like, I think we should do this.
Oh, cool.
When I said earlier, my friend Nicole, that's the Nicole I'm referring to. And we just kind of set sail. We just started doing rooms together constantly and just having a blast. And it was very different then.
Yeah.
Because it was less businessy, more... Not that it was less businessy. I think there were just a lot more rooms and a lot more insanity.
Do you think... have you seen any tangible professional relationships bud from Clubhouse that happen away from the app?
Yeah.
Because a lot of the stuff I see is in rooms and everybody's like, yeah, DM me, connect offline, da 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 da. But what, in your experience, has happened away from the app that's been beneficial?
Some of it I can't talk about yet.
Mm-hmm. Fun.
That's the good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff. What am I, 100,000 years old?
Tight, dude.
That's the good stuff.
That's the good stuff.
I've met a lot of TV producers. Mm-hmm. I've met a lot of executive producers at production companies who are now reading my scripts.
Oh, great. Awesome.
I've met people who want to collaborate on projects.
Prior to Clubhouse, did you have an agent or a manager?
Yeah.
You did. Do you think you're getting more from what you're doing on your own versus the time that you had rep?
I still have rep.
Yeah.
But I think there are a lot of opportunities coming my way now because of Clubhouse that were not coming before.
That's really cool.
And I think the things that are really exciting, which I can't really talk about, have to do with with creating comedy content.
Yeah.
That's well produced.
Sure. Be more vague though.
Creating my first special and that sort of stuff.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's cool. Can you talk about that or no?
Not really.
You're just in the planning stage?
Yeah, there's the like financing coming into place.
Sure,
and, like,
sure.
Figuring
What
out
about
locations
like
and stuff.
creatively? Is it going to be a live 1 hour stand up piece, or are you going to do any type of mixed
Actually,
media?
figuring that out now.
Cool.
Because I realized that a lot of the jokes that I tell aren't jokes I would want to put on my special. Because I really want to tell the story of me. Like, what is my voice?
Yeah.
Who's Leah Lamarr? So that people who've never heard me before, when they see my special, they're like, I got it. You know, and that it's not just a who are you, but what is your message?
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of my jokes they work. They're my A jokes. I know they're great. I know they always get a laugh, but they're not necessarily, they're young jokes. And I think I've outgrown a bunch of them.
You think you've had them for a while?
I've had them for a while.
Been in your set list for a while?
Yeah, and there are some that just, that's not special material.
Yeah.
I'm looking to branch out and really, I've become better at ranting, storytelling, and still being funny, which is something that was really hard for me to do a long time ago. I'd have to be very strategic and structured, set up, punch.
Totally.
Rule 3, set up, punch, misdirect, whatever it is. But yeah, I feel a little more free now, and I feel like I'm finally coming into my own comedically. So, it's going to be a mix of a couple of different things, and it'll be anywhere from half hour to an hour, depending on how much I cut.
Cool.
But I'm writing a bunch of new stuff, and I'm going to start trying that out and see where it goes. But I feel very confident about it being probably an hour.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, putting together a special like that, it's got to be hard right now because you don't have as many places to get up and like practice it, right? Do you get a decent like sense of practice from Clubhouse rooms, like doing stand up in Clubhouse? Do you feel like fulfilled stand up wise in those rooms?
I do, and it's a little different in person.
Yeah,
but you're speaking to so many more people in Clubhouse.
Oh, that's true, because you could have 1,000 people in a room.
I mean, it's from
for
around
like
the world.
A silly open mic room.
Right. And, I did I had 2 shows. I had a show at, I had Low Key outside, Paul, Aaliyah, and Matt Rife show. And, it was like Taylor Tomlinson, Adam Ray, great lineup, Amir K. And then I went to Jam in the Van for Chad and JT's show.
Yep.
Super fun. But before that, I just titled a room randomly. Leah does half an hour. And I just did a 30-minute set.
That's awesome. How many people came?
400.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Get the fuck out of here. And it was just you the whole time.
And you know what's so crazy? So I said, you guys, you should come to the show tonight if you live in LA. There's some amazing, like Taylor Tomlinson and Ian Edwards and Adam Ray. And they're like, we don't know who those people are, or like, we don't care. We would come to see you. And I was like,
wow. Oh. That's so cool.
Oh, I forgot the people actually.
Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah, and a bunch of people from Clubhouse came to my shows in Florida.
Wow.
And came to the show. Yeah, I mean, I was
amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Are you putting your dates in your Clubhouse bio now?
I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
But the other thing that's so weird is with Clubhouse, it's like you feel like you know people, but there are also a lot of people who you've never spoken to that could see that information. And the same thing for Instagram. Same thing for being a female is pretty weird. Like, that's the reason why
as far as like
a bunch of other female comedians never bill that they're going to be somewhere.
Oh.
So
wait, you mean as far as like putting your dates out in the open? Like future dates
as far
and
as
things
like stalkers
that?
And...
Yeah.
So
I didn't know Allie doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So how does she announce her shows? The club does, or?
No, she just comes under a fake name and like randomly drops in.
What about like a headline date?
I think that's probably different.
It's probably different.
Yeah, I have not seen her do that though. I have not seen her headline a show. I've seen her have
like
Netflix specials,
like a comedy club weekend type thing.
Not in the last year,
right.
But I'm probably totally wrong about this, but that part of it. But she has her 2 Netflix specials. Netflix like paid her $5 million to do 2 specials. And whenever she comes to the store, or blah, 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 they never put her on the marquee. Wow. And I know another female comedian like that right now, who when I saw her was, I was like, oh, wow, okay, this is really, really real.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to meet people that I know. It's very exciting. It's a little intimidating to meet people you don't know now, just because I'm starting to hear things.
Like you're starting to hear about people being in potentially dangerous situations.
Yeah, like really uncomfortable or dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think is like? This is very interesting. Obviously, I haven't thought of this.
I would like to just have all of my fingers replaced with dicks.
Yeah.
And just be like, hello. You know, I think there's nothing.
Yeah. That would solve it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think could contribute to solving this potential issue of you know?
Yeah, just going back in time and having people teach men to respect women and not stalk them. You know, I don't know. I think it's a hard sell though. I get that.
Can we do a master class or something?
Yeah, let's do a master class.
I could do it. I was raised
so?
by a single mom. I respect women.
Well, you stalked me on the way here.
This is true.
I saw you walking behind me.
Yeah, but that's different. You were coming up. I just want to make sure you're getting home right. Make sure nobody talks to you or comes within 2 feet of you.
That was you last night too. Yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not a humidifier in your room. That's me breathing.
It's very loud. Can you turn it down just a little bit?
No. I cannot.
Yeah, do you have sleep apnea? We need to discuss it.
You know, it's something you'll learn about, okay? You will experience
I can't wait.
I know. Yeah, that's an issue.
That's a problem I should be excited to have in a way. But, you know, not in the like, ooh, yay, a stalker, but like, oh, yay, enough people actually want to come see me that there's a problem.
Right. Yeah, shit,
Yeah.
man. That's crazy. I've experienced some weirdos.
Really?
But nothing,
were they men or women?
Nothing to the point that women probably experience. One guy took a picture with me in San Diego. His girlfriend took the picture, and he put his arm all the way around my waist and curled his hand around my waist so that his fingers were right on my belly button. So it was like this, kind of.
This is so weird and stupid.
And he pulled me into him like hard. Like he was like, hey, come on, bud. Boom. Like right. And then his hand was like here. Like you don't really, you just shouldn't do that.
Was he like a big ogre?
He was like maybe my size, but like bigger, like a little thicker.
I just imagine him looking like Shrek.
Yeah, he's kind of like a mini Shrek. He's like a teenage Shrek, you know?
Oh.
And it was just like weird. It was like I get a lot of that. I get a lot of like, and again, this is so minor.
Oh yeah, people
compared
hugging
to,
you too hard. Yeah.
No, this is this
so
is super minor compared to like actual like harassment. But just people that ignore like the personal space etiquette. You know what I mean? Especially when, you know, they see you every day.
Yeah, of course that.
They see you you're in their phone, right? I'm in their pocket. And so I've noticed like men and women when you like taking a picture, sometimes there's like extra touches, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
that does make sense, as a matter of fact, Brent.
Yeah, I mean, I know. And again, I understand I'm like not even close to what, you know, you or like attractive women would experience, but I can empathize at least a small percentage with that because it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's uncomfortable. It's the lower back touch for me.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oof.
Yeah, I started doing the Keanu
my
couple
favorite,
years ago.
Yeah, my favorite is when I started getting really firm about my boundaries.
What do you say? What do you do?
Oh, thank you so much. I don't need to be touched.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you say? Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, that's really funny.
Oh, yeah. And it makes people so uncomfortable.
It kind of freezes people, right? Because they don't know if you're joking or not.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. Yeah, thank you. Wow. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I actually don't want to be touched.
Do you do that when somebody comes in for a hug? Handshake? Like what situation would bring that up?
It depends. It depends.
Yeah.
Because some people are... Have you noticed that there are some people who naturally need to touch you when they speak?
Yeah, like a little like on the arm or something.
Right, like they need to like touch you, like whatever it is.
Pat on the shoulder.
Ooh, right?
Yeah,
and so the first move I'll do is I'll take a step backwards.
Right.
And then I'll watch them always take a step forward.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, we're not dancing. You know, my dance card is full.
Yeah.
So I, then if it happens again, I'm like, oh, so sorry. Yeah, I don't do touching.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, did you do this before the pandemic, or is this a pandemic-inspired thought?
Pandemic-inspired. Wow. Pandy inspo?
Is this some pandy inspo?
No, this is...
Or is this lifelong...
This is something that's been developing
Sure.
over time.
Yeah.
Once I started realizing too many people felt like they had access to my body.
Yes.
And not enough of the ones that I actually want to be touching my body. Very alone.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Ding.
My buddy, I was up at my buddy's place for New Year's, and it was like a small, like 10 to 15 person thing. And somebody came up to him. It was this dude who's like kind of drunk, and he was talking to my buddy. And my buddy, like, he did the step back thing because the guy was like really in his face. And then the guy stepped forward again and put like his hand on my buddy's shoulder and was like really close face to face. And my friend said, he was like, hey, I'm so sorry. I mean this respectfully, but can we please keep like just 2 feet of distance at least between us? And the guy was like, yeah, sure. No problem. And then he did it again. Mm-hmm. And my buddy straight up said, hey, you need to go away now. I need you to go away. I don't want you around me anymore for the rest of the night, and I don't want to talk to you ever again. Please go away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you ever again.
I don't want to talk to you ever again. It was some real shit.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's it's intense.
You know, it's real. It's valid. It's a valid reason to not want to be around someone.
For me, I'm like, don't touch me. Why is no one touching me? You know. Hey, yes. Where'd you go?
Wait, come back.
Can you not? Wait, come back.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, you know.
You know, it's the same way that I feel about having a boyfriend, where I'm like, I want someone that that's going to get like sweaty and hot that I could push away from me in the middle of the night.
Sure.
And be like, oh, you're so annoying. But then if you're not there, I'm mad at you.
Right. Well, that's a very girl thing.
Yeah, I want someone to be annoyed at for a lifetime.
Right. You just want to be frustrated forever because of this person. That makes sense.
But you're the person I'm choosing to be frustrated by.
How special.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you shake hands with people after shows?
Ew.
Did you ever?
I'm sorry. Is this LinkedIn?
Or do you do the fist bump?
I do. Thank you.
Okay. You don't do anything.
I'm good.
Yeah. I saw, do you know Harland Williams? You know this?
You know what's so funny is that right before I moved to LA, he was the last comic I saw at Gotham. Joe Piscopo was hosting. So random. It was the most random night of my life at Gotham. And I saw Harlan on stage and I was like, I'll never be able to do that. I'll never be that funny.
He is so funny. He is so damn funny. I hosted shows for him at the Irvine Improv maybe 3 years ago. It's like 2017.
Just going to dust off your shoulder for you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. It was a big host gig. And it was sold out the whole weekend. And I noticed after shows, he would say what's up to everybody. Every single person that went in for a handshake, he would force them to do a fist bump. And then he would sanitize his hands after.
Oh, yeah.
He's still drinking and eating food and with his hands and like all that, like being a normal dude. But that, and this was 2017. That was when I went like, oh, okay, if he's avoiding shaking hands with 3,000 people over a weekend, then I'm going to start doing that too. So I just stopped shaking hands after that, even pre-pandy.
And what about kissing babies?
I usually try to put some plastic wrap over the baby, and so I can kiss that. So you still get the intention without the actual touch.
So much plastic.
And then, there's a lot of plastic that just we can put on babies. And put some plastic on babies. Some plastic wrap.
There are a lot of babies in the world.
There's a lot of babies. So, it's chilling. It's good. What are your goals for after things go back to normal?
The way you ask questions is very funny.
Yeah. It's kind of just out of nowhere, huh?
There's no segue. It's very jarring, to be honest.
Is that fun for you, or is that...
It's odd.
It's odd.
It's odd, Brent.
It's odd, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so I'm just kind of just talking. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I love this for you, but not for us.
Sure. Sure. Do you want to find a through line? Do you want to find a commonality that we can just riff on?
Yeah, let's bring it back to us fucking. Okay.
Will it happen?
Brent can't make eye contact with me for those of you who wanted to know.
Wow, dude. This is turning into a relationship podcast. Remember when I did your relationship podcast? That was fun.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Stevie.
Yeah, it was a good time.
She's the best.
She's cool.
Whatever happened?
Nothing. It was fun.
You weren't ready. You were living in an apartment with another man.
Yes. This is true.
Not sexually, but...
I mean, who knows?
Sexually.
He would walk around naked all the time.
It's not surprising.
Morgan did. I came home once and he was naked in the hallway, leaning against the hall door.
Naked in the hallway.
Thank you so much. And he was leaning against the door, and this girl was drawing a charcoal painting of him being naked in the doorway. It was hilarious.
That's like a Morgan J folklore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, dick out. Didn't even do anything to cover up when I walked in. I was like, what's up, dude? He's like, hey, man, just getting a charcoal painting done of me being naked.
Naked
And the girl was
in the
like, "Hi,
hallway."
I'm an art student." I was like, "All right, cool."
Hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what am I looking forward to
Yeah.
besides
What are
us
you
fucking?
looking forward to? Leah.
I'm not that thirsty. I'm just starving.
Do you ever go into the singles rooms on Clubhouse?
Yeah, I used to go into them. They were fun.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of guys off Clubhouse, to be honest.
Nice.
I think.
Have you gone on dates?
No, I think where I'm at right now, what I've realized isn't very career focused.
Yeah.
So guys were just texting me all the time, and I was like, I don't have time for this.
Sure.
I'm really focused on my career, and it's like, you want to drive down to see me to take me to dinner? Ugh.
Gross.
Well, I mean, he also said he wanted to take his mom's car, so that's the real reason I said no. But I'm like, I'm sorry, you said you're a doctor, but you don't have your own car?
Just what? Have you hit up Lex Friedman?
Yeah, 1 + 1 does not equal 3. Okay. Lex is hot.
You could date Lex Friedman.
No.
That's a smart dude.
Ew, he's a hot dude.
You think he's hot?
Yeah.
Cool.
But I don't think that would happen for us.
Why not?
I'm just not really trying to date Jews.
Oh, is he Jewish?
Friedman?
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Okay. Well, I don't want to be like racist, religiousist. What do you say about? Is it racist?
Stereotyping?
Because Jewish isn't a race; it's more of a religion.
Some people say it's a race. Some people
do,
say it's a religion, and the people who say it's a race is wrong.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on. Pop off, Brent. I can tell how uncomfortable you are.
Question.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Ask me one out of the blue, because it was
out
my
of the
favorite.
blue. Okay, cool. What's up with being Jewish?
Naked in the hallway.
Yeah, that's great. That's really cool. It's fun.
Which part? Me being Jewish?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I just kind of think we should spread out the gene pool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's
Sure.
just so much wrong with me personally, and
Yeah.
I feel possibly that all Jews like me are also violently mentally ill.
When did you start doing stand-up?
When did I start having sad dinners?
Yeah.
When I was born.
When did you start doing stand-up? And did you start in LA?
Yeah, which is crazy. So almost 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
But I took some time off
Uh-huh.
in between. It's interesting because there was a time where I didn't pound the pavement hard enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think when you start, you get excited and then it comes in waves. For some people, the waves never go away. But I was dating another comic when I first started stand-up.
Name?
Not going to do that.
Off air?
Off air.
Okay.
Oh, off air all day, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. And great person, just, wasn't correct for us. And so then when we broke up, he at the time was the door guy at the store. Mm-hmm. And so I felt like I couldn't go to the store. And the one...
Oh, after you broke up?
Yeah. And like the 1 or 2 times we ran into each other, I felt ill there.
Oh.
And it felt like his house. So I didn't go to the store for like 6 months. Wow. And I was scared to go to open mics because I felt nervous. And then I was like, did I even like comedy?
Yeah.
So I took me probably like a year off in between that.
Wow.
But it's interesting because I got so much better, so much faster when I took time off.
Like after you came back from the time off?
Yeah, because I was, when you're in the open mic scene so hard, you're not really living life, so you have nothing to talk about.
Yes.
And your jokes are all annoying, and everything you say is useless.
Yeah, and you develop like this weird open mic cadence where you just kind of blur into every other open mic person.
Right. I'm like, if Converse was a person, that would be me right now.
Right.
Yeah. So it was done. It was done. So I'm glad I took a break. But now, now it's my whole shebang.
So you started in LA though?
I started in LA, Brent.
What was that like? Because I started in LA too. And it was really like, it was hard because, what are you smiling at?
I'm just in a weird mood.
Are you in a weird mood? All right.
She started in LA. Yeah. She got off the plane. Go on.
It was, it's weird starting in LA because you suck and everybody's so good.
Yeah, but you could say the same thing about New York. The only difference is that.
Right, but you can't really say the same thing about Seattle or Austin or any of those like smaller cities.
In Seattle.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people who come from those places end up being like big dogs really fast in LA.
So should we move to a small place?
I considered it a couple years ago. I was like, should I move to like, fucking Dallas for a couple years? And then I was like, nah, ain't no bitch.
And do you regret that?
No.
Good.
No.
It's great.
Feel good.
Really
But it's
proud
hard.
of
Isn't it hard starting in LA?
I think so, mostly because your competition are television actors.
Yeah.
And I know that in New York, they hate on LA comedy scene because they're like, oh, they're just freaking actors just doing comedy as a side job. People in New York are stand-ups for life and they're road dogs. And
Yeah.
I mean, I think New York is a hard audience.
Yeah.
And I remember once I was a year into comedy and I went back to New York. That's where I'm from. To do shows.
Born and raised?
Yeah.
Cool.
And to do shows. And no one was laughing. It was a small show in the East Village and I was eating shit, just bombing hard.
Yeah.
And then afterward, I realized that everyone was visiting from Turkey and no one spoke English. And I was like,
what?
oh, I wasn't bombing. You just literally don't know what I'm saying.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It was very funny.
That's so crazy.
But I was like, I should quit comedy for sure.
Because
And then
how did you find out that they were all Turkish? Did someone
afterward, because I was like, wow, it was a tough crowd. They're like, well, do you speak Turkish? I was like, oh.
No.
Okay. And it was like, it was weird because, you know, when you watch a lot of other people bomb, but you're like, I'll break the room.
Yeah.
And then I didn't.
And then you did not.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just like made it way worse. Yeah. I get that.
They're like a woman holding a microphone.
Did you go to college in New York?
No, I went to the University of Virginia.
For all 4 years? And then from there to LA? Did you perform at Virginia at all? Did you do anything?
No, I didn't do
comedy-wise?
any. I didn't really find my comedy voice until much later.
Did you have an interest in comedy or entertainment when you were
Oh,
in college?
yeah. I was doing musical theater.
No way.
Oh, yeah. That was my whole thing.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. Broadway was my dream, baby.
So you can sing.
Yeah, but I can't dance.
Is that what kept
I'm like
you
so white
out of
when
the
I
limelight?
dance. Out of the Broadway limelight.
Yeah.
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 Did you really want Broadway? Was that a big goal?
Oh, yeah. Musical theater. Anytime I go to a Broadway show, I cry. I actually don't like to go with other people because they feel uncomfortable.
You cry because you're not on stage?
It's a religious experience, yeah. I also cry in every movie I go to.
Every movie?
A comedy, drama.
Every movie?
Yeah.
Really?
In the theater. Has to be in the theater.
Yeah. And it has to have some element of drama, right? It's not just... Or is it really just anything?
It's like anything.
Oh my
I
God,
don't
what's
know.
wrong?
I just... I used to not let anyone come with me to the movies.
Yeah.
Or to Broadway shows because I'd be like, this is like a me thing.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to...
I need to cry.
I need to cry.
That's so funny. You were doing musical theater in Virginia. So did you act as a kid, like growing up?
Kind of. So I was doing a bunch. I used to do little dance shows for my family and stuff. And I was always singing, but only in high school. I was in the chorus, but only in high school did I really get more into theater because I was an athlete. So I was doing that.
What'd you play?
Soccer, basketball, lacrosse.
Wow. Do you still play anything?
Just
like kind
the
of
game.
Yeah. Tight. Cool.
just play myself, you know, constantly. The field, it's not working. The joke didn't work 3 times.
Let it slide.
Let me.
Yeah. You played soccer, basketball,
in
lacrosse. And you were acting at the same time. So that's like 4 sports.
Haha.
Right?
Yeah.
Though?
Well, so my last year of high school, I took a turn. And instead of doing like 8 more AP classes, I was like, what if I just did this class where we write a musical and then get to perform it? The funny thing was that I was still so shy. I was a leader, but I was afraid of being seen and heard. I think I had really bad stage fright. The worst.
Really?
And even going into college when I was doing musical theater, because I'd always do musicals and then plays and then eventually TV film stuff. But I just had crippling stage fright.
Wow.
And yeah, crippling.
How did you work through it? How did you get over it?
Well, when I was in college, I could only sing when I was drunk.
Wow.
Which, like,
did you
is
drink
most
before
people.
Performances?
Not really.
So do you think
But I was still very nervous, and I was so nervous. It's interesting because it's I think just years of experience doing theater and doing off Broadway and off Broadway and just doing straight plays and then moving to TV film. It's like a different type of nervous, stand up, improv, it's all different types of nervous, but that initial fear, if you can't get over it, I think is the reason why a lot of people stop.
Yeah. And when you would get super bad stage fright, would it mess with your performance like to a noticeable degree, or would it just kind of fuck with your head while you're performing?
Yeah, I still have recurring nightmares that I was in Guys and Dolls when I was in like 6th or 7th grade, and that I forgot all the lyrics and the choreography. I still have recurring nightmares about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you work with like your teacher or your directors at all on like ways
I never really talked to people about it. I just was that's how shy I was, and couldn't even bring it up.
So you had the stage fright experience through college during musical theater time, and then when you did you start doing open mics right after college?
No, and I think that I remember my first open mic.
Don't we all?
It was rock paper.
Oh fuck! On Hollywood Boulevard?
Yeah.
Or Melrose or whatever.
R.I.P. And it was Hollywood.
Yeah.
R.I.P. And I was so nervous. It was just the barista and a friend, and I was like shitting in the bathroom. I couldn't even, the idea of it. I came and I just like bombed for 5 minutes and then got off, and I was like, am I a genius? Am I so good at this?
Was that
Should I keep doing it forever?
Yeah.
You know, did everyone just discover me? It's like, oof. Ay. But it was very nerve-wracking. Yeah. And I think I only recently, if I'm honest, have got into a good routine so that I don't feel nervous ever. It's not bad nervous. It's
do you turn it into excitement? Yeah. That's what I started doing as soon as I started. I try to just convince myself and lie to myself that like, no, these aren't nerves. I'm just excited. This is fun. This is exciting.
I do power poses.
What's that?
Amy Cuddy teaches power poses. It's kind of controversial because some people think it's bullshit. Works for me, so it's not bullshit to me. You know, it's like anything else.
Salt lamps.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. So if I put my hands on my hips, this is a power pose, and I put my hands up in the air, it's power pose. And it changes the way that your composition, your body composition, your brain composition, the way oxygen flows throughout your body. It changes everything about your body. And so these are considered 2 power poses. And so when I have my hands on my hips, I feel very powerful. And when I have my hand, like a superhero.
Yeah.
When I have my hands in the air, I feel super free. And so usually before I go on stage, I'll do my power poses and I'll just be like, everyone loves you. You're fucking hilarious, you know?
Do you tell yourself that?
Oh, yeah.
And how long? Do you do like 30 seconds or like a minute?
I just do it until I'm ready.
Cool.
You know, it could be really short. It could just be 15 seconds or it could be a minute.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then when I get on the stage, I'm like, hell yeah!
Yeah! Wow, that's so
loves
cool.
me. And it's very sad.
So, so those early years of doing open mics, did you battle with that stage fright like every time before you would go up? Or did you start to develop that, these aren't nerves, this is excitement philosophy pretty early on?
I think at first I was very, very, very nervous. So nervous. I'm still nervous to go up on some stages.
Same.
Like there are some stages where if I don't know anyone, I'll never be nervous. But if it's like, if I did like a show in front of a booker or something,
or a comic you look up to or something like that.
Yeah, then my whole everything would change for me.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think this new ritual is a new thing for me, and it really works.
Cool. I usually try to make myself go upside down for like 30 seconds.
What?
I do a what's that yoga pose where your feet are in the air and you're balancing on the back of your arms?
I'm sorry, I don't do yogi stuff.
Yikes! Thought you were new age.
Yikes! No, I'm only crypto.
I do that. I'll swing my feet up against the wall and I'll just like kind of let the blood all flow to my head so that when I stand up and reinvert myself.
You don't have a boner anymore?
Exactly, because it drains it from my gigantic raging hard boner that I have 24 hours a day.
What's with me and the gummy bears?
Aren't they delicious?
Are you going to be upset if I finish them?
Yeah. So I'm going to take them away now.
No, Dada. Papa.
We'll save them for after. It'll be a treat.
Did I just get punished? Brent, do not turn me on in the middle of a podcast.
No.
I love that you just threw them back to me.
Yeah,
You're like, here, wench,
sorry.
take them.
Who did you look up to when you were starting in LA? Who were your very first like people that made you say, "Oh wow, that girl or that guy"?
Well, it's crazy
Holy
because
shit, that's funny.
Melissa Villasenor, I saw her twice, and then she got SNL. So it's so odd because our paths never crossed. But I remember thinking, "Wow, she's so funny."
Was this early on in your open mic days? Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's so funny."
Yeah.
Ali Wong is probably one of my faves. I remember there was one time I was about to go up the Comedy Store main stage and the main room. Sorry, my brain's broken. And I was literally about to peel open the curtain, and Ali Wong just tapped me on the shoulder, and I was like, "Fuck!" Now I'm getting bumped by Ali Wong, and now I have to go after her. And she went up and murdered.
Yeah.
Just straight murdered.
Yeah.
You know, I also really love Chelsea Peretti.
She's so funny. I've never seen her stand up, but I mean, everything that she's in, I love so much.
I saw her do
She's so funny.
a show at the Satellite where she was just testing out new jokes. And I was like, I want to be that free and confident
Yeah, that's cool.
and funny.
Do you think you are now at this point?
I think I feel I'm there.
It's like
I'm getting there.
I feel like it's a mixture of like being good, but also just being like so confident that you can always have this air of like, I don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Like this like mentality of like, I don't give a fuck, this uber ultra confidence.
Yeah. Can you order that on Uber?
I would love
I'm going to Uber some ultra confidence too.
Yeah. Get an Uber X. Yeah. And it's like, you know, we always, I think all performers have a huge ego, right? Because you have to, as an artist, you have to have a huge ego. And like being able to use that ego in certain situations like that to make you more free, you know what I mean? To build up your confidence. Is this funny for you?
No,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to use your ego.
I noticed there was a stain on your shirt, but
Where is it?
I looked like I was looking at your nipple.
Oh.
What is that? Chocolate?
It's a nipple stain.
What did baby get on your shirt?
Little bit of chocolate.
Big boy made boo boo.
Guys, if you're still with us, thank you so much for hanging.
So sorry, everyone.
Cheers to this camera. Yeah, there we go. We're having a good time here, you know? Just looking at nipples and shit.
Oh, that's what it is. It's shit.
It is shit. I got a poop thing. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Has there ever been a clubhouse room for people with weird fetishes?
I think this has gone too far.
You know, my first introduction to Clubhouse, Morgan came into my room and he was like, dude, listen to this. And he played this room that he was in, and it was a bunch of women moaning.
The moan rooms, yeah.
Like they're having sex, and a bunch of dudes being like, oh, damn.
And cash apping them.
That girl fine as fuck, dude.
And all the women were like wearing G-strings and their tits were out.
Yeah, in their profile pictures. Yeah. So that was my very first introduction. I was like, oh, that's what Clubhouse is going to be.
And people were getting flued out. Yeah. I can imagine Morgan in that room.
Yeah. And now it's, it's NFTs and shit. It's a whole different world.
Every month it changes.
Yeah.
Every month it's something new.
Yeah.
This month will be Big Clout month.
It will be, huh? NFT month was last month?
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
So many people hit me up to host their NFT rooms.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, it's not my thing. I mean, it's like everything's my thing, but nothing.
Will you host my NFT room when I drop my Clubhouse NFT? Come on.
Fine.
Yes, I got a commitment. Yes. I'll give you gummy bears.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that'll be fun. I can't believe how big the NFT shit has gotten. What's next though? Like, do you think Clubhouse continues to grow and evolve and gets developed to the point where it becomes like a mega giant in the social media space? Or do you think its main elements get adapted into a different social media site and they take it over?
I pray that it remains independent
and
that it is a giant in the industry.
Yeah. But do you think it will be? It's so
easy. Can you let me just end the sentence there?
No, I can't.
Dad, please.
Like if they get offered, $5 billion from Facebook, how do you say no to that?
I wonder if Facebook would buy it to kill it. Or
I think it's too popular to kill. The ones that they usually buy to kill don't even have the legs that Clubhouse does right now.
Like what?
There was a thing that competed with Instagram that Facebook bought out. Was it called
TikTok?
Close. I forget what it was called, to be honest. But I remember hearing in the hearings, if you watched any of the congressional hearings with Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg, somebody brought it up. It was she's a Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar brought it up. She said it was the specific example of how Facebook bought out a company and then just like kind of extinguished it. And the committee was questioning them on like the legality of that and the ethical meaning behind taking that action. So I would hope that they don't do that again because it's
Clubhouse literally just followed me on Twitter today, so I really hope they don't.
Cool. How's that feel?
Really fucking epic.
It is really cool.
I mean, I spent 10 hours on the app yesterday. It's not as if I'm not just.
Jeez.
I don't. I'm
You
not.
put in the
playing around.
work.
Yeah. I'm ever present.
Yeah. That's so wild.
Well, I mean, I'm also trying to help build a community for comedians.
Yeah. Can I pitch you my NFT idea? Do you remember when I texted you a couple weeks ago and I was like, hey, we need to talk?
I
It's about
actually
NFTs.
just passed away.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I need to speak to a dead person.
That was the exact moment
You're gonna get
left
it.
my body.
Here, I locked the door. Okay? Here it is.
What, Brent?
All right. So, do you know what NBA Top Shot is? You know the Top Shot where people can collect digital trading cards? Come on, just let me pitch the NFT to you.
Papa, go on.
Okay. So people can collect digital pieces of content for each basketball player, like a highlight, like a layup by LeBron James or a jump shot by fucking LaMelo Ball, right? And so what if there was that, but for comedians, where we could mint our own jokes and put them all on this like comedy NFT site, and people could collect one-of-one NFT jokes from all their favorite comedians. Come on, it's fun!
I was going to do that, but for myself.
Yeah, but I think if all the comedians did it, then it could be like a fun fucking merch type thing.
But
But
you're suggesting that they need to make a new platform that's just for comedians.
I would like to do that. Yes.
I'm in.
Because right now, when I put my thing on OpenSea, there's no way to search for like comedy and just find all the comedy.
But that's the thing that's interesting is that I don't think comedy
will do well in the NFT space.
Let me rephrase.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people are like just how TikTok started with dancing.
Yeah.
And then became something much more than that.
Yeah.
And became comedy and education and advice videos, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what will happen with NFTs too. And I think that, Hannibal was able to sell a set because he's Hannibal. I think Tim Dillon put his out, I'm sure, because he's Tim Dillon.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people will start working their way toward wanting to buy comedy NFTs. But it doesn't, I feel like that's why you can't type in comedy. It's because no one is really actively seeking that. It feels like a lot of art people are looking for.
Yeah, and like EDM producers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Aoki crushed it on there.
Did
Finch.
he?
Yeah.
See,
oh my God. Yeah.
That's really cool, but like
I think it's also interesting because there's a weird dichotomy between crypto fame and regular fame, where if you're famous in the real world, your crypto value is super high. But if you're famous in the crypto world, doesn't necessarily mean you're famous in the real world.
Right.
And you can kind of play the two off each other. So technically, if you make an NFT and you're not famous and then it's sold for whatever amount of money, if you become famous in real life, that NFT, someone's going to resell that for a much higher value. Mm-hmm. And again, vice versa. So if you somehow get an NFT that sells for a lot of money, you can use that as a bargaining token to get some sort of leverage in the real world.
Right.
I don't know. I think they kind of all fold into each other.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that anyone will really fully comprehend the scope of what it was until like 5 years from now.
Yeah, and hopefully by then we're doing a lot more with blockchain stuff. That's my honest
Everyone
hope.
just tuned out. They're like,
I know, but dude, no, I think at this point after the Bitcoin videos I've made, I got some Bitcoin fans out there.
I'm proud of you.
I got some Bitcoin bros on my team. You know what I mean?
Bitcoin bros?
I got some Bitcoin bros.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. We're really trying.
I want to make a bra that just says Bitscoin.
That's fun. Titcoin?
Ditcoin? And then maybe just a thong that says Bitscoin.
Oh, sure. Bitscoin.
For lady bits. Yeah.
Ethereum bits?
Yeah. Ooh. On the butt?
Bitcoin
Ethereum butt?
cash. Ooh, that's fun. Yes.
Ethereum.
Ethereum.
No thanks.
Ethereum. I don't like to be touched. Thank you.
Naked in the hallway.
Yeah.
We're fucking. What?
I hope the blockchain happens more. Are you on the blockchain?
I'm on the blockchain. Yo, I'm on the block party chain. Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah. It's not great. Wasn't good. And I apologize for that. It's on me.
Should. That's great. Do you have any dates coming up?
So
Stand up.
they're a bunch of guys. Yeah. I love how you knew exactly.
Of course.
Just clubhouse shows.
Cool.
Literally,
the clubhouse shows are fun.
Every day.
I did so bad in that one clubhouse show that we did.
You did do bad.
But that was like a solid joke, I thought. No?
So here's what needs to happen.
Okay.
I think you should stick to your little YouTube videos.
Whoa.
Oh.
Not anymore. I'm suspended.
I know.
Yeah.
Sorry, sore subject.
It's fresh. It's a fresh wound.
I'm sorry, Papa.
Thank you. Yeah, I want to do more stand-up on Clubhouse.
So Sunday I'm doing a show. I do Overheard shows.
Right. What is Overheard? Is that like just a digital magazine?
Digital meme brand.
Meme?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have Overheard LA, New York, San Francisco, London, and they've got 6 million followers.
Did it start as a place where people could post things that they actually overheard from conversations? And then it kind of just became like jokes that people wrote and pretend like, oh,
let's just say they're all overheard.
Yeah. Right.
Great.
Yeah, sure.
And then we'll move on. Mm-hmm. And then so I host the stand-up shows. I started doing stand-up shows on there, and then they were like, oh, we love what you're doing, you know? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I have one on Sunday that is in partnership with FX, and we're promoting Jessica Kirsten's documentary Hysterical, which is all about females in comedy.
Fun.
Which would be great. And then, you know, those shows are always well attended.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy when you look at the numbers. I'm like 1,000 to 4,000 people are in a room listening to stand up at the same time. Wow. So that's a stadium. Huge. That's like a theater. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a huge theater.
Well, so for the 1-year birthday party of Clubhouse, Steph Simon asked us, Hot on the Mic crew, to come and roast the founders. Mm-hmm. Bad idea in hindsight. Yeah. In theory, it was epic. And we wrote so many jokes. And I mean, I love Steph. I love Paul, Rohan, Anu. Like the team is just, they're all so cool. Mm-hmm. And moral of the story is it was like an 8,000 person room and we're doing roast jokes for 8,000 people. And I was sitting there like, this is the biggest audience I've ever performed for.
Wow. Does it feel big when like seeing that number 8K on the screen? Does that give you does that make you feel like it's big, or do you kind of just
sometimes I get nervous, sometimes I don't?
Yeah.
So like the Passover Seder I did on Sunday, mm-hmm. the room was in flux between 1,000 to like 3,000 or something mm-hmm. at any given point, and we had over 45,000 people listening.
Fuck.
It's crazy.
45,000?
Yeah.
On all the different overflow rooms?
No, it's that same room, but it's just throughout the event. That's how many people came and listened.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like we had Tiffany Haddish, Tori Spelling, Jeff Garland, Sam Morrill, Jessica Kirsten, Corinne Fisher, Jordan Firstman, Chloe Feynman.
All the funny Jews.
Yeah, all the amazing Patty Stanger. It was mm-hmm. like this like crazy list of people who I could never get together in the same place if the world was normal. So it's like I was only able to do that on Clubhouse, which is kind of the magic of it.
Yeah.
And also do fundraising. You know, I've done fundraising on Clubhouse for Stop Asian Hate. Clubhouse Loves Texas. You know, I raised $17,600 in one night.
Yeah.
It was all women in comedy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I hosted a long show for that. But it was, you know, it is kind of wild because people don't realize the production cost of it was zero.
Right.
The production cost was my time.
Right.
Which is not zero.
But
yeah, I mean, I would say it was $18,000. If they want to give it all back to me, thank you.
What about, so you are like objectively very well known on Clubhouse. I would call you like Clubhouse famous. You know, you're a club, as lame as it sounds, you're a Clubhouse influencer.
Thanks,
I hate that word, but it's what you are. Just accept it. So when you have, like I saw a while back, you were in a room with Rogan and a couple other people, right? When you're talking to people that are like ultra famous in real life, do you come into a room with a lot of confidence and no stage fright because you've already cemented your place as like a Clubhouse regular, like known person? This is your home. This is like your home arena. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Or do you ever get those sensations of like stage fright coming back? Or have you developed that confidence to the point now where you're like, Clubhouse is my shit. This is my domain. Welcome.
It depends.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm nervous about random things. Mm-hmm. I used to get super nervous when Paul would be in the audience. And now I'm just like, oh, it's Paul. You know? And I don't mean that in any other way besides I have proven to be useful, you know, to lots of people on the app and creating all of these different shows. And somehow, you know, through people adding their Venmo in their bio, getting tipped shows and stuff, cool. You know. I mean, on the daily shows, people are getting anywhere from like $10 to like $130 for doing a 6-minute set in their bedroom. You know, it's not the worst day, right? Yeah. And, you know, I used to get super nervous. Now I'm like, no. Paul's like a fan of what you're doing, you know? And I just had to convince myself, like, they like you. Like, you're doing something good here.
Yeah.
And like that Joe Rogan room was crazy because it was like Tim Dillon, Joe Rogan, Paul Naval, Eric Weinstein.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, that was wild. I just saw the screenshot of it. I wasn't in the room.
and I essentially only saw the screenshot as well because I was so nervous I blacked out. You know,
Yeah.
Like I was so drenched in sweat, my phone was like a bar of soap in the shower.
How did that?
Just like
How did that room come together, and how did you become like the person that was? Were you running that room?
No, Tim Dillon.
Mm-hmm.
Naval nominated Joe to get on the app. Tim started a room, and then they opened it up, and so it was Tim and Joe and Naval, and then it was Tim and Joe, and then Joe was like, "Oh, I see my friend Leah in the audience. Can you bring her up?"
Oh, you know Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you knew Tim.
No.
But
well,
that's fine.
yeah, I know Tim now, but
Yeah.
But I knew Joe before.
Joe just from like the store. LA stuff. Yeah.
He's the best.
He seems like the best. I
He's
would love
so
for him to be my
awesome.
dad. You know? What?
You good, bro? Yeah. I love Joe. I think the world of him.
Yeah, he's the man. I love him too. All those impressions I did of him, I'm sure he hated.
I haven't seen them, to be honest.
But that's fine. You know?
I don't consume
I don't watch your content. I don't know if anybody should consume my content. But
I only consume your gummy bears.
As you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a great dude. Seems like a nice dude. Young Jamie seems like a chill dude.
Young Jamie.
Yeah, those videos I did of him were fun, but they never quite got the attention that I so desperately crave.
Well,
you know,
you'll never get that.
I don't think so either.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the more attention we seek, the less of it we'll get in the amount that we want.
Right.
The hole is just so big.
Do you ever get stressed out about that? Does the constant state of being involved in social media and trying to make a career for yourself in one of the most challenging and competitive industries ever get to you to the point where you have to like separate yourself from it? Like, do you ever do anything like to get away from everything for like a little bit, a couple days, a couple weeks? Do you ever just put the phone down and say, fuck it, I'm off the grid for a week?
So I'm glad you brought that up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to Hawaii at the end of this month.
Cool.
One of my best friends is on a TV show, and they're shooting there for 6 months.
What show?
It's the reboot of...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. I was like, where's that noise coming from? I was like, is it inside my head? Okay. Apparently, it's not. Okay. Although I do think it's just what here. Okay. It's the reboot of... not
Lost.
Scream. Hilarious.
Recess?
I Know What You Did Last Summer, but it's a TV show on Amazon.
Fun.
She's one of the leads.
Fun.
So anyway, going to visit her. And then I think next week I'm going to go to Big Sur and just by myself. And
Solo?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Unless you want to come.
Next week I'm booked, unfortunately. Thank you so much, though. I'll send you my avails. I'll send you my avails. Maybe we'll do Santa Cruz or something. Yeah.
Oh, right. You heard it here first.
Uh-huh.
Weaseled my way into a Santa Cruz vacation.
So what are you going to do in Big Sur? Are you just going to like do a bunch of mushrooms and look at the stars?
Find a stranger to eat my pussy.
Cool. That's cool. Have you ever done that? Have you ever sought that out and found it before? You ever sought out just somebody to lick you up and down, and then it happens and you're like, cool, mission accomplished. Back to Clubhouse.
I'm like, why am I single? I'm just looking for a stranger to eat my pussy.
It's fun. It's fun.
Am I okay?
No. You're not.
Very unwell.
Yeah.
No, I think I have a recurring vision. Just you have your thing, I have my thing.
Of course.
Okay. Listen, big clout. All right. So I like the vision of being in a hotel room or palace that overlooks the ocean with drapes.
Okay.
So I could be inside and don't have to go outside, but I have the outside inside.
Uh-huh.
And there are these huge sheer curtains.
Sure.
And I am getting my pussy.
Okay. Yeah. You just want to get licked up in a hotel room with a balcony view. This is what you want. This is what Leah wants.
Do you want to go?
What a wonderful vision. It seems so easily accomplishable. For sure.
I think Switzerland is honestly the answer.
Oh, yeah.
For a number of reasons.
Yeah, not Big Sur.
No, sir.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah,
Great.
we'll see.
How long are you going to go to Big Sur for?
Probably a couple, 3 days.
Yeah.
I need to recharge. I also have a lot of work ahead of me.
Cool. What kind?
Face.
Face work. Oh, yeah, right.
Just getting the whole thing done. No, I have the special.
Don't do that.
I have the special, and then I also have all these rooms. I'm putting together a bunch of business plans. Like I just have things happening that I need to take care of.
That's great.
And hopefully other work around the corner. I mean, I've also been doing little things here and there, and I would like for all those little things to suddenly start being just big things here and there.
That'd be really nice. Yeah.
It feels that way.
Yeah.
But I just, at this point, how many times has someone been like, you're going to be a star, kid? Like, I got this job for you. Or you shoot this thing, it never comes out, or you get cut out, or it never makes the air, or like, I was supposed to be in China hosting a TV show for 3 months.
I remember when you told me about that.
Never happened.
Damn.
And I was
because of the pandy,
so
or
excited.
this was pre-pandy?
It's pre-pandy.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But it's like now I just have no expectations.
You shouldn't.
If anyone tells me I booked something, I'll just be like, yeah.
No,
we'll see.
You only book it if it's airing on TV and you're watching.
And I'm on it.
That's it. Not even shooting it.
No, I have to see my face.
You have
on
to
it.
see your face on the
because
actual
I've been cut
screen.
out of commercials.
Oh yeah.
I've been. They don't want to pay. They're
Right.
like, oh, actually, we didn't need this other person. We don't need to pay them now.
Right. That's so crazy.
So crazy.
Yeah. But that's good. That's good to take a break. I like going up to Santa Barbara for like a weekend on my own, and
You're like an old white man.
yeah, but like a chill bro at the same time. Get the acai bowl by myself.
Yeah.
Go eat some mushrooms and look at the water.
Do you and Chad and JT ever collaborate?
I would love to. I love those guys. I asked them to be on the podcast a couple months ago, and they said, "Oh, let's wait for the vaccine." And so I think I'm going to ask them again now.
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them
I think
so
it's time.
much.
Yeah, they're great. They're awesome.
Fucking hilarious.
Their board meeting videos are like
unbelievable,
off the charts funny. Like if
So
anybody
good.
needs a feature, they need it. Did you see the new? Speaking of Tiffany Haddish earlier, the new Eric Andre movie, Bad Trip.
Haven't seen it yet. We'll see it soon.
So funny.
Great. I can't wait to see
Eric
it.
Andre is just one
He's
of
the
funniest.
master.
And Tiffany Haddish in that movie is at her fucking peak of comedy.
She's an
so
amazing
funny.
actress. Yeah.
And she's really fucking cool. I did a house party show with her like maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was one of those like, kind of like crappy last minute thrown together house party things. It wasn't a house party, it was a house show.
Yeah.
20 people in the audience. She cruised by and did a spot. She was like one of us. She was just like chilling. This is before she took off.
She's so effortlessly cool.
Yeah, and then to see her take off was one of those things where I was like, damn, okay, cool people can make it. This is so cool,
Well, hold on, Brent.
I mean, come on. It's nice to see when good people make it.
Yeah,
you know
of
what
course,
I mean?
always.
Yeah.
And that's why, when I'm on a veranda just overlooking the...
So where can people find you? Let's put a bow on this before, some...
How long have we been talking for?
Hour 15?
It's felt like 3 years, to be honest.
As it should, as most of my work tends to do. Yeah. It tends to feel longer. And just like kind of painful,
Sorry, Brent and I have to go because we have to fuck. I'm Leah Lamarr. You can find me on Instagram at LEAHLAMARR, Clubhouse, same name, Twitter, same name. And I'm just doing stuff. I'm out here in these streets.
She's out here. She's got visions. Come support her visions.
Yeah, and if you want to come to Big Sur, I heard there's an opening.
Come be a part of her visions. Come support her visions. Come be physically active in her visions. And follow Leah
A little
on
less noise, dear. A little less.
Clubhouse. All right, let's wrap it. You feel good? You feel good? I usually try to aim for an hour, so this is good.
Oh, yeah, I feel great.
All right,
How
cool.
do you feel?
I feel wonderful. I'm going to eat these gummy bears now.
Yo, I all of a sudden I'm like, wait, why am I so high? You're like, oh, I forgot to tell you. Weed gummy. Like,
lie down on my bed. It's chill.
I'm like, are my eyes crossed?
Just kidding, everybody. Bye. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for hanging and chilling and vibing. Please follow Leah Lamarr on all social media outlets and check out Clubhouse. Check out all the rooms that she runs on Clubhouse. She has weekly comedy shows and all kinds of awesome interview type shows. She hosts Q&As and connects people on Clubhouse. She's awesome. So support her. Once again, the show is brought to you by Magnesium Breakthrough, magnesiumbreakthrough.com/Brent Pella, Blue Blocks, blueblocks.com/Brent, and the party game, Spillin' Beans, now available to support on Kickstarter. Guys, that's it, man. That's it. I hope you had a good time this episode. Your boy is suspended from YouTube for the next 2 weeks, so I can't be posting videos on YouTube, but check out the videos that I'm posting on Instagram and Facebook, because that's where I will be posting until day 2 decides that I am no longer needed in the world. But guys, thank you so much for chilling. Appreciate you.